Tip number 2 is about Google Slides. Having your students collaborate in Google Slides together in real time, or perhaps even asynchronously, with some people jumping in at a different time to follow on from the work done in class, or synchronously when they're all doing it in real time at the same time, online, in class, or a hybrid of both. Using slides is a really powerful way to actually get our students working together to iterate, problem solve, and build ideas. There's some nice templates here as well, which I've just added for you as hyperlinks. So you can actually explore some of these examples that are given to us as Google educators of how people in education have scaffolded tasks, giving text boxes for their students to be able to jump into the slide deck, often shared in Google Classroom, and have them add in images or text, research, whatever the structuring outcome guides. Using a slide deck with these spaces for students to jump into is really useful for, on the screen, us as the educator being able to see the action come in real time, the collaboration happen, and we can always, of course, go to file version history and see who has and who hasn't contributed as well. These examples of scaffolded slides documents are useful to see how other teachers have used different approaches to prompt, nudge, and then provide space for students to be able to answer questions, think about a topic before moving on to more independent work. I've been using this for some time in my media course. Here's an example of a slide deck I've done recently. And you can see in this task, a particularly dry task, to be honest with you, a proposal piece of work, I asked my students to think about their written abilities. I'm a bit of a naysayer when it comes to phones, when it comes to written tasks. Focus and intention are crucial in my lessons. I'm happy to help any of you with mobile phone issues if you're struggling in your classes. But as you can see here, I've created a scaffold of a bit of guidance as to what I'm looking for, and I've also given space for my students to give me an overview of what they're hoping to do for their project, which they typed in for me in real time in the class. And then I gave an exemplar or two from the previous year's students of how to outline their proposal for their final extended major project. This provided examples for my students to be able to look at, cherry pick examples from, to build up their own answers. And as you can see, they did quite nicely. I even added some motes in. You can see these little purple microphone symbols. They play little audio tips of me explaining what I'm looking for in each of these sentences as well. So in real time, for 2 lessons, the students used this scaffold to be able to work collaboratively in a slide deck. Really useful. So using Google Slides then as a collaborative tool to have our students work in real time to see how others are doing it can be a really powerful tool to help them build confidence and to better understand a task. If you want help with that or anything else in relation to Google Slides, as always, reach out to the digital team, always there for you. Come up to the Learning Hub as well. We like having students and staff come up.